How's it going?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. I'm just sitting here
Nice, nice.
chatting, trying to have some good conversations with people. The question that I'm starting with, would you marry or date a OnlyFans girl or a sex worker?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not, bro? Why not?
Uh, well, I understand that, they're very in that way of being sexual, and, every female has hormones in that way.
Hmm.
But,
Just you,
personally,
yeah.
I feel like, yeah, sure, they're trying to do something good for themselves by making money in a way. Sure, that's an excuse,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Just
don't know, putting themselves out there like that, like they're
mm.
just fuckable, like at any time,
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
make you kind of like,
I think it tends to be the opposite with OnlyFans girls and stuff like that. Girls that sell like obviously like with women that do prostitution, then that's different. But
yeah,
predominantly,
yeah.
I was talking about OnlyFans girls because that's the hot topic of the day. Girls that
Mm,
sell pictures of their boobs and butt or
mm,
whatever for a subscription, for a monthly
right.
subscription or whatever. So that's more or less what I was talking about. So let's just imagine you
Okay.
meet a girl one day and happily 2 years into a relationship, and then you find out that she may have sold some pictures of her boobs. Maybe she was doing it on the side, sort of thing, selling pictures of her boobs. Would you have a big problem with that or not?
Mm, I
Imagine
mean, personally, I don't
you're
really
2 years.
care. I don't care.
Fair enough, fair enough. How's the dating life going at the minute, bro?
I don't really have anyone that I'm interested in. I'm kind of just
Oh,
doing my own thing. I don't
fair
want to get
enough,
in a relationship because
fair enough.
I don't
Why?
want the headache or my pockets being drained.
Oh, wow, wow. We had some bad experiences then.
Yeah,
Oh shoot, what
a lot
happened?
of fake people.
Wow, yeah, people do come around, unfortunately, especially if you got
Yeah,
your shit together, you do get women. Sometimes you get some women that do come over and try to take advantage. They
yeah.
just want to, they just, and, it's becoming, it's got to a point now where some women are saving guys' numbers in their phones as like dinner and movies. Like, they're literally just using them for dinner or
That's
movies or whatever,
crazy.
whatever.
They
It's
just give them like a label. Wow.
literally, that's where it got to, bro. Where girls are literally storing you in as dinner. So imagine you're thinking in your mind that you're taking this girl out. You made something maybe lead to it. You might take her home, whatever. But she's using you for dinner. You pay for dinner, and then she phones some next guy and says, "Oh, come and tuck me in properly." Straight after. I know a lot of girls like that as well.
Wow. Yeah.
It's deep, isn't it? It's a tough world we
Mm,
live in at the minute, isn't
yeah,
it?
definitely. I had a girl.
Mm,
Well, girl. The thing was, I was in Colombia, in
mm,
my home country. And
mm,
the thing was, I was over there because I was there specifically for my grandfather's funeral, my
mm-hmm,
grandfather and my grandmother's funeral.
sorry to hear that.
And I cried that day. It was upsetting and all. But in the end, I try to keep contact with her. She was just in her own world doing criminal fucking shit. Like,
Wow,
I'm not really surprised she got pulled over a couple of times. And she almost made me pay for one of her tickets. But
wow.
luckily I said no.
Yeah,
And
she would have had you stored in the phone as ticket man.
yeah, literally, yeah.
What happened? So finish your story, sorry, bro.
Yeah. And while I was there, I kind of had like an episode of like a psychotic episode because I thought I was going crazy with what was going on at the moment.
Wow.
And I ended up going to therapy once I came back to the US.
Mhm.
And when I came back, like she wanted to see me. Like she told me, "Can I see you a day before when you come?"
Mhm.
And the day that I came back, she was way too drunk and high to even pick up the phone or even contact me in any way.
Mm.
It's like she almost like forgot. She was like oblivious to it.
Mm.
And yeah, I ended up just giving her the souvenir that I got her, and I just continued with my day.
Okay. Wow. I think it's so hard for like, guys when we meet a girl sometimes like especially if we like the look of them, we like them, we see a future with them and you think you just want to save them. but it's just
Yeah,
like they don't
you
want to be
you can't
saved.
save people who
You
don't
can't.
want to be saved.
Yeah, that's literally it, bro. Unfortunately, but yeah, that's what's it's heartbreaking though. It takes a little while to get to that stage where the reality sinks in. She's never going to
Yeah,
change, and obviously your heart gets invested in time. The more time, the more care you put into someone, your heart gets invested in that, and that's when it
yeah. I'm
fucking
I'm
feels.
like once I'm invested, I'm way too loving for it, and
Everyone is this way. No matter what
that's where
guys say,
that's when you become very vulnerable
definitely,
to your
definitely.
feelings. Yeah,
Definitely, it's like you'll be like checking your phone. Where are they? You're phoning them up, like, oh, why aren't you
yeah.
coming? I'm
Luckily,
seeing
I'm
you.
not that obsessive. I give them
Mm,
space,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I ended up realizing that on that girl's Instagram, my ex now, she posted a guy like a couple days after when I came back from my country that she was in a relationship. Like she put like locked on
Mm,
her bio with another guy's name,
this is
and she just put it out there like
yeah.
she didn't give a fuck while we were
That
currently together. But
wow.
I ended up texting her and I was like, really, if you want to feel this way and just move on like that, I get it. What we had was nothing, but at least let me know
Wow.
what was going on. And then she did. She told me, oh yeah, I was having problems at home, and my family needed to pay for bills, and that guy was able to help pay for the bills. He almost spent almost like 3K of his account just for them.
Wow.
And personally, I thought in my head, would I really do that? Would I really go drastically to help this girl? No.
Hmm. I think I think if you could, and she was invested in you, and you like actually felt that she was like you actually felt there was like, something
Yeah.
there. I think
Unfortunately, it
most
was
guys
the
would do it.
opposite. It was me
Mm.
putting in more
And
effort than her.
we always know, bro. We always
Yeah.
know. It happens sometimes. It's like
Yeah.
we get it once our hearts gets invested in something. A woman. It's like it's hard. It takes a while. You think to yourself, oh yeah, this could be something. It could be special. Blah blah blah. I'm ready. She's a nice person, and then it's like she's just not going to give you the same thing back. And what the
Yeah.
bottom line is with the women of today, they feel that they're settling. They feel like they're settling for average. They feel like they're too good to settle with average guys. Like guys that just go work a nice job, come home, don't have loads of money, loads of expendable income and stuff like that. They just think they're too good for it, unfortunately now. And where guys are, and there's guys out there now that are just splashing their money on girls, and then the girls, they're just drawn to it. Why they're sitting there thinking, why should I struggle with this guy, waste my time with this guy when this guy over here is paying all my bills, blah blah blah. I can sleep in all day, don't have to work, don't have to have any responsibilities. And
Yeah.
that's
Real
kind of
relationship would be someone who would suffer and struggle with you. Who would be there every step of the way, no matter the situation, really.
I hear that, bro. But in this day and age, women ain't hearing like most women of today. They're not hearing
Yeah,
that,
they
bro.
just they just want someone who's very driven with work.
Yeah.
That's what
They
they
want
want.
they want a provider. Unfortunately, women want a
Yeah.
provider. I don't know whether it's a bad thing or it's a good thing, but they just want a provider. But the sad thing is, they just don't seem to be willing to accept the normal guy that's out there working a decent job and graft. That's the sad thing. It's like that's where a lot of women, you always hear them say, "I can't find a nice guy. I can't find a nice guy." But the people that they go for are arseholes. They don't want
Yeah.
they don't want the good guys that are doing a 9 to 5 job. They want the arseholes that are freaking have an extravagant lifestyle and thinking that that guy's going to be loyal to just them. It's like no,
Yes.
guys have
They've
the
they've hurt themselves. They knew
mm,
they knew what they were gonna get into, and then
yeah, definitely.
I
They
don't
didn't care.
understand it.
They don't
Yeah.
care because they're getting money, and also there's no shortage of those men. There's sad that like you said with your girl, like there's a guy just came in basically. Yeah, I'll pay that. I'll pay this. I'll pay that, and then he had her basically.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing. He everything she had with you, she just threw away for a guy that had £3,000 spare. And that's the sad thing, bro. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like.
had the money, but
Mm,
to be honest, I don't know if I would be able to do that.
Yeah, no, I think, like I said before, you knew that it wasn't right. Deep down inside, you had the feels, but you knew it wasn't the reals, and it's just, it's just one of those things. Every guy's been there. It takes us a while to accept it.
Yeah, brother.
It's tough, and it's what's even sadder is the way girls I don't want to seem like I'm just digging on girls, but I am. We are talking about girls at the minute. I do interview a lot of women on my podcast, a lot of
Mm.
OnlyFans girls and a lot of porn stars and stuff like that. So I don't want to like come across as I'm shitting on the girls. I'm not. I'm just being. I'm just saying how it is from this guy's perspective and from a lot of other people's perspectives. Some women will replace you in 1 second, bro. Literally 1 second, you'll be replaced. Like it's like I said, it's so easy for women to get men. It's just easy. Like they just go on an app. There's loads of men and want girls. Just touch it. Boom. This guy, 100 grand a year. Boom, done. Touched it. Going out on a date and they're done. They can do you like that in a day. And what's even sadder is some women to have 3 or 4 guys on the go. It's just like if this fucks up, I can go to this guy.
Yeah.
It has got to that stage where women are like, because they don't see the value in that one man, they're getting that value from 5 men. So this guy's got money, this guy this guy takes me on dates, this guy does this guy does that. That's the kind of way they're living now, sort of thing. And it's just this is why that guys are going for more traditional women from other countries. Guys are going, they can, you can find yourself a lady from Thailand, 21, never been in a relationship before. Bring her over, marry her, give her kids, everything, and she'll be a wife, like an old school traditional wife like most of us are used to, sort of thing. And this is the Western women. They are kind of fucked in a way, because guys are doing that. They're thinking to themselves, I can have maybe 2 or 3 wives like that if I want to. I can get 3 women to come over from freaking any blood, 3 young girls to come over, marry them, whatever, and give you kids, be loyal to you, respect you as well. And yeah, it's tough. What I was saying to a guy I was speaking to earlier as well, it's quite sad that when women get to a stage where they're earning more money than a guy, that they can't stay still. They seem to think that they have to settle. They're settling for you, and it's like that. Like if you had a pay rise, you earn 100 grand a year, and your wife wasn't able to work, whatever, you wouldn't put no pressure on her. You'd be like, okay, just stay at home, honey. I'll go to work, earn the money, look after you, whatever. You just be loyal at home. But for some reason, when it comes to women on the other side of it, they don't seem to be able to want to do that. It's like as soon as they reach that level, it's like, nah, I'm better than you. I can do better than you, sort of thing. It's very sad, unfortunately, and that's why a lot of women say to themselves, "I can't find the right guy." But the kind of guys they want are the kind of